Hello Leo, and welcome to my channel Tarot by Gabrielle. This is going to be a general reading for Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus signs, looking at your recent past, your current energy, and your immediate future, answering the question, what do you need to know right now in order to move forward in alignment with your higher self and ultimately create the life that you desire? As I do in all of my readings, I've pulled the overall energy and clarified those messages as well as the overall theme for the reading, which we'll jump into in just a second. But I have the tarot deck. I still have a tarot deck that we'll be diving into, as well as the decks that I'll be using in the extended to close out the reading. Any information on that extended reading or on booking a personal reading with me is in the description box below. Please remember that these are general readings. They are not here to resonate fully for everyone, and they're not going to resonate fully for everyone. So please, please, please remember that the point of these is to take what resonates and helps your personal situation and leave the rest. All right, Leo. In your recent past, you have slow it down with the star in reverse. Whether or not it was your choice, the energy that you were dealing with in your past is this energy of maybe feeling a little bit held back, being forced into a period of healing, maybe even kind of a hermit period. I obviously don't see the hermit card here. Maybe we'll see it when we dive into tarot. But I just feel as if it was kind of this period of like withdrawal and kind of processing and working through some things. Now, you might have been trying to progress in certain ways, but again, maybe feeling as if you were being very, very held back, or feeling as if you couldn't move forward, or maybe you weren't sure how to move forward. And the biggest thing that I can tell from just the overall energy so far is that this period was very important, because there was something that needed to be addressed, maybe multiple things that needed to be healed that were actually blocking you from the abundance that you were trying to create or attract or pursue. Now, in your current energy, I actually ended up taking two cards because they both hit the table and it seemed as if they were supposed to both come out. You have protection and support with the Ten of Pentacles. I really like this energy because it's almost as if the universe is saying, regardless of what things might look like right now, regardless of how you might feel about your circumstances, you are being protected, you are being very supported, you are being guided. You have kind of this divine energy around you that is trying to help push you in the right direction. And I feel like you might have a hard time feeling that right now, but when it comes to like the abundance that you desire, the Ten of Pentacles, the long-term financial support, or the long-term relationship, whatever this abundance is, because in your immediate future you have abundance. We'll get there in a second, but I feel like it's directly related to this Ten of Pentacles. Just know that regardless of how things look right now, that abundance that you desire is very protected, and you are being supported on that path to whatever it is that this is talking about. Because I feel as if you've been trying to reach this Ten of Pentacles for a while, but again, with the past energy kind of being slow it down, I feel as if you felt held back from it. Like you knew you wanted it, you knew you wanted to pursue it, but it was like you couldn't figure out what to do to bring it to fruition. Now, in your immediate future, you have abundance with the Seven of Swords. So to me, this is almost like an opportunity or abundance that you don't see coming with the Seven of Swords here. It's out of kind of your control and very much in the unknown, and therefore when it appears, you're not going to be able to predict it, and it's kind of, I feel like, going to be something that you're going to be a little bit surprised by, even if you're watching this reading. And so I feel like that is kind of directly tied to this overall theme, which is expect powerful change in a good way. I feel like this powerful change is very positive, and it's change that you don't really see coming. And I feel like it's a result of some healing that you've done. But let's see. Let's dive in. Let's start, Leo, with your recent past. You have slow it down with the star in reverse. What does Leo need to know regarding their recent past? Strength card on the bottom. Leo energy. Recent past for Leo. Okay, it did turn all the way over. It didn't at first, but then I was like, nope. Oh, that's funny. The first card out, Ten of Pentacles with the Ace of Swords. Ooh, okay. The World in reverse, the Ace of Pentacles, and then this Knight of Swords right here. The reason that you were kind of forced into this is like a reflection period, right? This healing / inner reflection period was because there was this need to gain clarity on how to move forward towards your abundance. Like almost like I hear like you're going the wrong way. Like it's like the universe, like divine redirection or reconstruction of the path, almost as if you kind of needed to readjust your direction in a way. And I feel as if that's why the universe kind of slowed you down, was you were going too fast in the wrong direction. Now, when I say wrong direction, it's not like you were making the wrong choice or you were missing your opportunity. That's not what I mean. It's almost as if, like, you know, if you think of a path to whatever it is that you desire, if you just think, okay, the path is here, you know, point A, point B, this is the abundance that I desire. Maybe you were kind of going the opposite way, or you were going a way where you were gonna, you know, you were gonna miss it. It's not that you were like doing the wrong thing. It's that, you know, you were making certain decisions, and those decisions kind of had to be redirected in a way. I guess that's the best way I can say it. But I feel as if this kind of divine redirection of path is what is ultimately going to lead you to this abundance. So it's like gaining clarity on how to progress, how to move forward. Now, you might still be stuck in feeling very unclear. And maybe you're still kind of in this energy. If that's the case, you can be certain in knowing that the path will be clear for you moving forward. So pass for Leo. I knew that was going to come out. Knight of Cups in reverse with the Lovers in reverse. It's okay. So the reason the healing was so important was because you were trying to reach the abundance that you desired, but you didn't feel deserving of it. So you were trying to pursue it with this feeling of, I'm probably never going to get there because I'm not good enough, I'm not capable, I'm not lovable, you know, whatever that might be. And so the universe was like, okay, hang on. You can't gain what it is that's meant for you if you don't believe you're deserving of it. Because if you do, you're going to sabotage it away like that. So it's almost as if the universe had to slow it down, allow you some space and time to do some healing, whether or not you were consciously aware of it, kind of facing those fears, those anxieties, those insecurities, those feelings of not being deserving, not being good enough, so that you could realize that you were, which would then give you a clear direction moving forward, which then allows the space for you to receive what it is that you deserve. Because the universe will not give us what it is that is meant for us until we know with 100% certainty that we are deserving and capable deserving of it and capable of sustaining it. And so it's almost as if like the universe was trying to tell you, like, you're not ready yet. Because and that kind of aligns with like going the wrong way, maybe trying to force it in a way that wasn't going to be sustainable, or trying to create it in a way that didn't exactly align with your path. Like, because that's kind of what I felt when I was doing this map thing. It didn't feel like you were going the opposite direction. It felt like you were just a little bit off. Like you just needed a little bit of redirection here. And it ultimately just came from the place of knowing that you were deserving of it and being able to use that energy in the process of creating it. So if your recent past was a lot of not experiencing what it is that you wanted, it wasn't that the universe was keeping you from what it is that you wanted because you couldn't have it. It's because you didn't believe you could have it, and therefore the universe wasn't going to bring it to you until you believed that you were deserving of it. Now maybe you're still struggling with that. Maybe you're still in this energy of kind of struggling with that belief. If that's the case, that's totally fine, because I feel as if you're still in between these two energies a little bit, maybe, holding on to a little bit of both. But let's get more. Recent past for Leo. Here's the Sun. Page of Cups. I love this. It's like with the Page of Cups, there's this divine guidance. Whole reading is very much like you are being guided, you are being supported, you have no idea how much the universe wants you to reach your goals, because you have, like, it's like you have more people on your side than you think. You have more energies on your side than you think, because you might feel or have felt kind of very alone, feeling as if you were lost, you had no idea where to go. And it's almost as if the universe is telling you, even during the times where you feel lost and alone, you are not alone. It doesn't mean you can't feel however you need to feel. It doesn't mean that your feelings aren't valid. It just means that you need to know, on, like, at the core of the truth of it all, you are not alone. You are very supported and very guided. And you have been this whole time, even when you weren't feeling that way. Because I feel like this reading is very much coming, yes, like, from spirit, but also just from your entire spiritual team, just saying, we got you, like, you're good. Even if you don't know how you're going to be good, when you're going to be good, what that looks like you're good. And that you're like, with the sun here, you're going to be happy, you're going to be fulfilled, you're on the right track to getting what it is that you desire. Just kind of keep putting one foot in front of the other. But let's shift gears here. Let's look at your current energy, support and protection with the Ten of Pentacles. Current energy for Leo. Seeing the Ten of Pentacles twice and the card of abundance is kind of exciting in this reading for you guys, because I feel like this is a lot about kind of getting what it is that you desired, but in a sustainable way. Because the manifestation process, being able to attract what it is that you desire is step one. That's the start of it. Getting what it is that you desire is the start of it. Having the ability to sustain it is a whole different story. And that comes, again, from knowing that you're deserving, that you're capable. Because if you woke up tomorrow with everything you've ever wanted, but you didn't believe you were deserving of it, you would sabotage it away like that. And so, the universe is keeping what is meant for you, the abundance that you desire, the fulfillment that you desire, kind of a little bit out of reach until you can understand how truly deserving of it you are. Because that right there is the biggest thing that's actually kept you from being able to receive it. But, okay. Current energy for Leo, support with protection, and the Ten of Pentacles. One more. Current energy for Leo. Give me just a second. Okay. You've given a lot of energy, Leo, to things that have required you to sacrifice yourself a little bit. Sacrifice your mental, emotional, physical well-being, this energy of not putting yourself first, maybe not taking care of yourself. And this energy that you're in right now, because you are still very much in a healing energy. And that's why I kind of felt like this energy is similar to what you were dealing with in the past. It's this energy of, how do I put this? Addressing self-forgiveness for the ways that you have allowed yourself to accept less than what you deserve. That's what this feels like. Because, and again, that's why I feel this is why the universe was kind of in this process of slowing you down, was because the universe was trying to get you to see that certain things that you were investing in, or certain ways that you were investing in things, kind of burning yourself out, spinning your wheels, maybe bad habits, that those things weren't going to get you to where you wanted to go. And so, but you kept trying to push forward, holding on to these things, and the universe was saying, you can't take these things where you're going. You can't take the habit of sacrificing your worth where you're going. You can't take addiction where you're going. You can't take, these things that caused you to sacrifice your mental and emotional and physical well-being. You can't take that energy where you're going, because if you are investing in something, and in that investment, you are sacrificing your mental, emotional, and physical well-being. Because what you attract is what you put out. The energy that you're putting out is basically saying, I am undeserving of what it is that I desire unless I am sacrificing my mental, emotional, and physical well-being, which in turn is a feeling of not believing that you are deserving inherently for who you are, which is what we're talking about. So you're still in this energy of healing, and a lot of it is the need to kind of focus on self-forgiveness and allow yourself to accept that you are deserving of more than you've accepted into your life in terms of relationships, in terms of maybe even financial abundance, and allow yourself to look at the reasons why you have believed that it is necessary for you to sacrifice your mental and emotional and physical well-being for the sake of good things. Because you are deserving of good things for who you are right now in this moment, Leo. You were deserving of good things before you started healing. You were deserving of good things when you were experiencing poor treatment. When you were experiencing your trauma, you've always been deserving of good things. It's just that you've been taught that you're not, or that good things must come at a sacrifice of your mental, emotional, or physical well-being. And that energy cannot go where you're going. So as you work through and you do this healing and you address these things, you're releasing these limiting beliefs about yourself and about your life that have held you back from being able to experience the abundance that you're truly deserving of. And knowing that through this process, you're protected and you're supported, and the abundance that you desire isn't going to go anywhere. It's always going to be possible for you. It already exists. The abundance that you desire already exists. It's up to you, however, to figure out why you feel that you're only deserving of it if you're suffering or if you're sacrificing. Not sacrificing in terms of sacrificing instant gratification for, long-term sustainability. That's not what I'm talking about. I mean sacrificing to the extent that it is a detriment to your mental, emotional, physical health. Current energy for Leo, because that's still this energy of what you're doing, almost as like, well, let me just keep going here. What Leo needs to know regarding their current energy. What Leo needs to know regarding their current energy. I keep getting this feeling, especially like seeing it in the Hermit in reverse and now the Three of Cups in reverse. There's this feeling that you have, Leo, where you feel very alone. You feel maybe the weight of the world on your shoulders, or I don't know. It's just this feeling of feeling very alone. And the universe wants you to know that you're not alone. Even if nobody in the physical world around you understands you or is able to give you the advice or the support or the guidance that you need, first and foremost, that is still available for you. You have to be willing to look for it in the right places. Okay, so that still is available for you. But even if you feel alone in like kind of the material world, like you're not alone. You have so much support and guidance and protection that you might not be fully aware of. Because I get this feeling that you feel very alone. Like you're not alone. And it's important that you recognize that you can lean on your spiritual team. Like this is a very spiritual reading, and it feels like it's coming straight from your spiritual team. Like you have more support than you even realize, but you have to be open to receiving that support, to leaning on that support, to asking for the guidance, to feel it and to experience it. What else does Leo need to know regarding their current energy? Yeah, High Priestess in reverse. energy of just not being connected to your intuition. Not being connected to your guidance. But I feel like it's because you don't believe it's there. I don't know. Maybe there's this energy of starting to doubt, or maybe you've always experienced this doubt that the universe is supporting you. Almost like you don't feel you can trust the universe or trust your spiritual team. Like you feel alone. And maybe it's because of what you've been going through. It makes plenty of sense. But one of the biggest things coming through in this reading is you are being divinely guided. You're not alone. And you just don't see, the biggest thing is that you don't see how this abundance can be brought into fruition because it's not in your control, but it doesn't have to be in your control. You have an entire spiritual team working on your behalf to bring this abundance into reality. So it just kind of feels like you're not seeing, because you don't see the possibility of how you can get there or how you can manifest what it is that you desire, how you're going to be okay, or what the answer is, or whatever the case is, then you're starting to doubt that you have any support at all, but that's the furthest thing from the truth. Okay, so what can Leo expect moving forward with abundance and the Seven of Swords? Because again, I don't feel like things are where you want them to be right now. Maybe there's this disappointment or this confusion or just feeling lost. And that's that message that I started the reading with. We're saying basically, regardless of what you're experiencing right now, just know that like you're on the right track, you're in the right place, you're headed in the right direction. The universe had to kind of slow you down to make you realize that you were investing in things that didn't align with your value and didn't align with your worth, and you kind of needed to redirect your energy to, when knowing your value, knowing your worth, and acting as such, so that you could ultimately get to what you desire. Just because you're not there yet doesn't mean you're not going to get there. You have expect powerful change. But okay, what can Leo expect in their immediate future? Abundance with the Seven of Swords. The universe is asking you to have an open mind and open heart with the Queen of Swords and the Seven of Cups here. An open mind and open heart to solutions beyond what you might expect. An open mind and open heart to solutions beyond what you might expect, or outcomes beyond what you might expect. Because again, the whole reason you're struggling right now, Leo, is because you don't see a way forward. You don't see a way through. You don't see how the other side is going, how you're ever going to get there, how it's ever going to be maybe any better than what you've lost, or, there's this, I don't want to say hopeless necessarily, like I don't feel like you've given up. I just feel like you don't see a way forward. And so it's almost as if, whether you realize it or not, you've kind of closed off your mind and your heart to outcomes and solutions that might be beyond what you can understand. Because the universe is telling you right now that the solutions, the opportunities, what it is that you're looking for is available to you. It's within your reach. But it's almost as if you're not able to see them. Something that I talk a lot about is how our perspective is literally everything. What we perceive is going to be the reality that we experience. If you break it down in psychology, it's called confirmation bias, where if you have a belief, you will look around you in the world around you for support of that belief. So if you have a belief that you're not deserving, that you're not capable, that you're never going to get there, you will constantly be looking on a subconscious level for support of that fact. You will see reasons why it can't happen. You will see reasons why you could fail. You will see blockages and obstacles, and that will be what you lean on as your truth. But if you open your mind to believing that you are deserving, you are capable, you are supported, and there are solutions out there, then you will see opportunities in places that you wouldn't be able to see because you're looking for the facts to support your belief. So the biggest thing that you're needing to know moving forward is stop second guessing whether or not you can have what it is that you desire. That is already, yes, absolutely guaranteed, as long as you believe that it's possible and you start looking for facts to support that belief instead of supporting this belief that you're not good enough, not deserving, that you're not capable, that you're not supported, that it's not possible. Because, and I'm not saying, one of the biggest things you have to understand is we have these beliefs of not being good enough, not being capable, not being supported because of what we've experienced, right? We experience these energies of, other people not seeing our value, or other people not seeing our worth, or other people making us feel unlovable, or not being compensated appropriately for our time and energy and efforts and value. And we start to believe about ourselves that that's the truth, that that's just the case, that that's the way that things are going to go. But that doesn't have to be the case. Just because it's what you've experienced doesn't make it inherently true. It's your truth, and your truth is valid because of your experience. But if you want to experience a different reality, you have to adjust your perspective of the situation. And the universe is saying, if you can believe that you are supported and that you have a spiritual team working on your behalf, you will start to find opportunities in places that you wouldn't when you believe that you are alone, that it's up to you, that you have to survive, that you can't thrive, that you're not deserving of good things. Okay, what else does Leo need to know regarding their immediate future? Immediate future for Leo. Freaking 10 of Pentacles. Okay, so what you need to know is that this, how do I put this in basic terms? When you think in the concept of time, we're gonna get kind of deep here. When you think in the concept of time and how time is relative and everything is actually happening at the same time, your 10 of Pentacles, it exists somewhere out there. It is literally already a thing. It's something that can be achieved, okay? So you've spent so much of your time and energy second guessing whether or not this exists or it's possible, that you've been wasting that time and energy second guessing yourself and the universe and your path and all of that, that you're actually, as you're second guessing it, you're missing opportunities to achieve it. Now, I'm not saying you've missed the opportunity. There will always be new opportunities that will appear to get you to where you're trying to go. Okay, so it's not like, oh, you've screwed up, Leo, you've missed opportunities. But the more that you waste your time and energy, and trust me, I get it, but the more that you waste your time and energy on second guessing yourself, second guessing your path, wondering if you're deserving, wondering if you're capable, the more that you are wasting time and energy on that instead of knowing, okay, if the abundance that I deserve is possible, if I can have what it is that I desire, what can I do to make it happen? What is within my control to bring it to reality? Hey, spiritual team, please send me some guidance. Please send me a message. What do I need to do? What steps do I need to take to make this abundance a reality? If I already know it's possible, because I'm done second guessing, what do I need to do to bring this into reality? That's the shift that the universe is asking you to make, because when you can make that powerful shift within, this expect powerful change, it will happen without. As above, so below, as within, so without. As you start shifting your perspective, your belief system, your what it is that you are giving your time and energy to, this reality will start to meet you there. And you will start to see opportunities, and you'll start to take baby steps towards those opportunities, and that'll open more doors, and then you step through those doors, and then it's just this snowball effect. So what the universe is trying to tell you in this reading is it kind of feels like your spiritual team is like, Leo, stop second guessing whether or not you can be happy, abundant, loved, healthy, whatever the case is. Stop second guessing it. That is possible. Now that you know that, now that we got that out of the way, start figuring out what you need to do to bring it into reality. You're not alone in any source of, like, in any terms. You are not alone. You have all of the support that you need to make it happen. This abundance is protected. It's yours to have. So figure out what you need to do to make it happen. And that's too specific of a message for me to give an individual. That's going to be between you and your spiritual team. And your spiritual team is there ready to give you that guidance. All right. One more. What does Leo need to know moving forward? What does Leo need to know? It was the Knight of Cups in reverse, but I didn't like the way it turned over. It didn't feel like it meant to. Immediate future for Leo. Okay. This is talking a little bit about your past. The reason that things, so King of Swords, it's actually King of Swords in reverse. King of Swords in reverse, Page of Swords in reverse, Two of Wands in reverse, Ten of Cups in reverse, okay? Expectations, not in alignment with your path. The reason that I feel you've kind of started to feel alone is because things have not worked out the way that you expected, right? We kind of talked about that in your past. Things have not gone the way that you expected. You were giving energy to things, they weren't panning out. And it kind of feels, and I don't want to say it doesn't feel that you've given up hope or that you've given up on yourself. I don't get that full just like, I quit kind of energy from you, Leo. I don't really know if you guys are capable of that. But what I do feel is that there's this energy of, it's probably never going to happen for me. I'll keep going, I'll keep trying, but it's probably never going to happen for me. Look at all of this proof that I have for reasons why I can't have what it is that I deserve. Look at all of these reasons that my experience has given me to make me believe that I can't be abundant, happy, stable, successful, supported. You have all of these reasons to believe that you can't, right? Because of your experience, which is causing you to constantly look for evidence of that belief. Start to shift that moving forward. The reason that things haven't worked out is because the universe has protected you from what doesn't align with you, what has required you to sacrifice your mental and emotional and physical well-being, because what is meant for you will not require that. It hasn't aligned with your worth. The things that you've been pursuing, they haven't aligned with your worth. That's why they haven't taken you to where you wanted to go. It's because those things weren't meant for you. They served a purpose in your life. Maybe you learned a lot from those experiences. I'm not saying that you made this wrong choice and you wasted all this time and it was all pointless, okay? I'm not saying that at all. Each and every step that we take helps us understand the next step, okay? So the things that you've experienced have happened for a reason. But don't look at what hasn't worked out in your life or what you haven't been able to obtain or where you have failed or fallen down. Do your best not to look at that as proof as to why you can't get to where you're going. Do your best to look at that as redirection to how you can create the life that you desire. It's not proof that it can't. It's understanding the lesson associated with the experience to help you redirect your energy to creating it into reality. Because I feel like what this Page of Swords in reverse kind of tells me is you've lost a lot of excitement for your future, for your abundance, for the possibilities. And I feel like you've lost that excitement because you got really tired of getting your hopes up, which makes sense. You can be excited about what's to come. That I can tell you. You can be excited about what's to come, and then allow yourself to, lean into that feeling so that you can, kind of, the more you give out energy to those good feeling vibrations, the more you create good things. Okay, Leo, thank you so much as always for your support of my channel. We just talked about what you need to know right now in order to move forward in alignment with your higher self. I'm going to hop on over to the extended where we're going to talk about what you need to do right now to ensure that you move forward in alignment with your higher self. Any information for that is in the description box below. As always, Leo, I wish you absolutely nothing but love and healing on your journey moving forward. All right, bye, Leo.